sometimes people have what it takes, but they haven't recognized it yet. Just go forward. So what do you need to do? How do you stand out? So what you need to do is be that person that's different and is bigger than you think. Rise from the ashes and fly like the phoenixes that you are. Let me give you guys some stuff to do. Welcome everybody. This is Andrew David. This is Blake Newbar's partner program, High Performance Call. This month, next month, all sorts of stuff coming at you. Please, you will get the most out of it the more of these that you attend, whether live or recorded. We're talking about content. We're trying to become more efficient. I'm trying to give you guys tools that you can use in order to achieve that. So we have obviously the Skype challenge group. Most of you guys should be in there, but I've also got the Google Drive, and that is something. It's the 60-day challenge Google Drive, readily available. All of you guys have it. Inside right now, what you'll see are a handful of documents. I do have to fix this. How do I spend my time? We were just talking about a number of time logging apps. You can go to Google. I looked up top time logging apps, and here's 10 of them right there. You can download them. Some of them are computer, phone, and cloud. It gives you an idea which ones you can use. So there you go. All right. We have looking at priorities and goals. You've got things there. We have the affirmation challenge, which is one of the older ones. You've got those. Again, what you want to do when you have these, if you are opening one up, let me see. I'm just going to, let's say we open this up. You're going to come to File, and you're going to make a copy. You won't be able to download this until you make a copy for yourself. That's how that works, guys. Every single one of these documents kind of set up that way. All right. So you'll open this up, and then you can open it there. Some of these you'll be able to download. Others you'll be able to, it's not letting me make a copy here because this is my copy, right? But there's a way to make a copy with each of these. Okay. Everybody got that? Pretty straightforward. If you're wondering how to do that, do a quick Google search. I may try and film a quick video in here to show you guys how to use it.
Andrew, one question real quick here. I remember you saying not to edit things. What is it that you don't want us to edit? I
just don't want these main ones edited. If you make a copy in yours, edit the hell out of it. It's yours. I just don't want you guys accidentally changing all this, and then you put all this here, and you keep coming back and using the copy that everybody else has access to.
I understand. Okay.
Just the originals. You can do whatever you want with the other ones, go for it. Okay. So, and if you guys want to use some of the content that's on here as social media posts, you have my permission. Okay. You're free to use some of this on some of your social media posts if you want to ask your people some of these questions. So the content calendar training, I've got some of this is in here. This is the one that's in here right now, talking a little bit about videos, social media posts, etc. Okay. I'm going to be adding to the one that's there. I'm going to give you guys some ideas here for content. Now, we're kicking off the content challenge, you guys posting. So we'll kind of roll this, I guess, into October because I want to do a full 60 days. So we're going to start on the 8th. Okay. But you can start now. So I'm going to give you some content. I'm going to give you a week's content at a time. You can add to it. I'm going to give you some ideas. Again, this is based on really you deciding what type of content you want to put out there. Video, post, text post, images, other people's articles, questions. I'm going to give you a list of different types. You kind of pick the one that you feel works best. Right? If one of these looks like it's too much, grab your phone and do it that way. If it's the key to this, and the reason that you put out content is to increase the awareness that your audience will have about you. Your goal is to kind of come off as some type of expert. And we did the training looking at when you're branding yourself, whether you're trying to be kind of the evangelist or the reporter saying, hey, I've got information that I'm here to share with you, even though I'm not a doctor, a restaurant owner, a plumber, whatever. I've got some info for you. So you've got that. Or you can say, hey, I'm on this, you're going after digital marketers. As I'm becoming a digital marketer, I found this awesome thing I want to share, and I'm going to continue to share things. The key to all of this is content. Consistently posting at least once a day, as often as 2 or 3 times a day. You can post on your page, and then the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them have stories now. Use it as a way to get in front of your audience. Facebook and Instagram stories, guys, now is becoming even more important because they're starting to show those stories in the middle of the news feed. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but the stories that are typically at the top of either your phone screen or when you log into Facebook, those little videos, those are starting to be posted in the middle of the news feed because Facebook wants you spending the time watching those and interacting. Because you want to know the biggest reason is because I can run an ad and Facebook's going to put it on those stories. So if it can get, Michael and Sam and Ernie and Mike all up on those stories, there's a better chance of you guys seeing those ads so they can charge me for the ad. That's why they're putting those stories in the middle of the news feed. So yes, if you're putting out stories, now you've got a chance of being seen at the very top or in the middle as they scroll or further down. It gives you multiple opportunities to be in front of your audience. So again, content, right? Okay. Now, here's a few things about August. I'm going to give you these slides. Here is something you guys can kind of cheat with. National Calendar Day. There's international calendars as well. So just as a side note, I want you guys to think about this. August is a time of transition. It's still summer. It's still hot. People are busy. Even with COVID going on, there's more vacations. People are taking trips. They're getting together as families. Concerts are going on. All this stuff is happening, right? But towards the end of the month, people are starting to get ready to go back to school. They're starting to talk about pumpkin spice lattes. They're getting ready for fall. People are tired of the heat. They're wanting to get ready for cooler weather. All of this stuff is happening. That includes transitions that a lot of businesses will go through as they prepare, either busy season, slow season. Hey, you just came out of your busy season. Would you like to maintain your customer flow? You're moving into your busiest season. Would you like to get the most qualified customers? Depending on the niche that you're in, there's different ways to approach that. August is a great time to begin this. It's kind of a back to reality mindset shift. And so your messaging can reflect a lot of this. Hey, so first, mindset shift that they've got, you can help them with the time transition. So mindset tips, tricks, you guys can look up. How do I deal with getting back to school? What does the school rush mean for new restaurants? What does it mean for contractors? What does it mean for therapy? What does it mean for health and fitness? All of this plays into any industry, right? Any event that's happening in the calendar around the world can play into just about every single industry that you guys are marketing. You just need to look it up, put the two together, because even if you haven't thought about the connection before, a lot of people have. You are the expert as you move people through. So let me show you what you should give priority to. That's your approach. Okay. Now, quick summary again, time of transition, looking at priorities, maybe trying to find a healthy balance. Any one of those things. Okay. Those can be overriding themes throughout the month. So I'm going to give this to you. And if you're sitting there and I'm going to give you daily, here's some things to do. And if you go, I'm not sure, you know what? I'm going to talk about it being transitional time. Well, I'm going to talk about families, and helping manage time with the getting back to school or trying to get to work with now traffic. So some of these businesses that don't have to deal with kids at all, maybe traffic gets worse because everyone else is getting to school, or maybe they've got employees and the kids getting back to school is affecting their employees. Maybe it doesn't affect the business owner. Maybe the dentist that's there, well, now it's going to change because he specializes in pediatric dentistry. Maybe it's going to change his schedule because the kids are back in school, right? All of this, everything is affected by that. And then healthy balance. Work-life balance is every month of the year. That could be a topic, all right? Did I do that slide twice? Sorry. All right. August 8th, Happiness Day. So what brings joy to your life? Let me, share a picture of it. Hey guys, today, did you know today is Happiness Day? Let me share this. What can you do to maybe you go and you help somebody. I didn't realize my microphone was all the way over there. I hope that audio is a little better. Sorry, guys. So how can you as a coach, as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, bring more happiness to the tribe that you have, the tribe that you've got being your clients, right? What can you do to bring a little more happiness, a little more joy to their life, right? So all of that. So next, August 9th, Book Lovers Day. Find a book that's relevant, your favorite book. Ask people what their favorite book is. Challenge them. Teach them how to get their kids to read more. Give them lessons on speed reading. Take the time. All of these different things, right? Any one of those things can work. You can do a video. You could do a quick video, holding up your favorite book. Why this book affected me, 6 years ago. So here you go. You don't want to be on video? Post a picture of a book and say, it doesn't seem like much. Let me take you back, right? 8 years ago, waking up on my birthday in the back seat of my car and this going on and that going on. And then someone handed me this book and then blah, 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 story, change, what happened, obstacle overcame. What's been the book that's made the biggest difference in your life? Question mark, right? And then you allow them to do that. You can do that in a video. You can do that in 60 seconds on Facebook stories. You can post the picture of the book. You can post a picture of you holding the book. You can post a picture of, some famous author that just or somebody that just wrote a biography, something that has inspired you. Teach them about the power of reading, why reading is important, kids reading, all of this kind of stuff, right? How do you ask them a question? How do you feel social media has affected your kids and their ability to read? Create a discussion. And these questions, guys, all of this stuff, if you don't have people on your page yet, you should do this on your page and then also do it in groups. Some of these groups, can you imagine how much a question like that would create a discussion? Right? That's the kind of thing we're trying to create some engagement. So, August 10th is Andrew Day. Oh, what? No, Lazy Day. Facebook is a live session. Just do a live session on Facebook. Facebook and LinkedIn, the live sessions went up by like 400% or something last year. If that scares you to death, take a picture of something lazy, show them something, ask what they do when they want to feel lazy or when they're trying to unwind or whatever. Now, here's some other topics. Hey, are you lazy every day? Here's how you overcome that. Do you feel like after work you don't get anything done? Right? Strategies to motivate and get busy. And all you guys need to do is get on Google and look up how to not be lazy. Right? A lot of you guys are struggling to figure out how to do topics and you go, how to not be lazy. Okay, well, here we go. There's 8 things you can talk about right there. You pick 3. Oh, look, here's another article. Here's another one. Why am I lazy? There you go. God, and really, I hope all of you guys are past the point where you're asking, why am I lazy? Don't do that. If you're still asking, then, the simple fact that you're asking is the reason you're lazy. Jim, when you say do it in groups, do you mean groups we follow or only in our own group? I mean both. Whatever the hell you need to do to get in front of people, that's what you're doing. You should all be joining groups. Even if you don't actively have your site up yet, start joining groups and interacting with people and then put more up. And if you're, it's, what did we say yesterday? Now they show that 11.4 times is the minimum, whereas the average that people need to see in order for them to start to interact with a post or really, act on it at all. So you've got to post a number of times before people really pay attention. So if you can provide some value, look, value isn't just giving them some powerful thing that's going to immediately change their business. Value could just be something that's entertaining and engaging and gets them to think, gets them to let go of whatever frustration they've got in life just a little bit. That's your goal. And you want them to equate, oh man, every time Curtis posts, there's something cool here, right? What I recommend doing, if you're scared of doing that, start practicing in our group. Ask a question. Practice engaging in the questions, right? It's pretty simple, guys. Some of you guys are holding the conversation. Everybody else is sitting on the sidelines with their thumbs twiddling. We'll say that. All right. Is that 0.4 of a meeting? That's the clincher. All right, here we go. Stop being lazy. Where was I? That's not it. Okay. August 10th. Okay, let's see. August 11th, son and daughter day. Make a video to generate interest in what you've got. So anything that you've got, what I would do is you can make a video with clips from Pexels and interweave, parents with their kids doing that activity. If that doesn't work, then you find articles or discussions about parenting while running a business, connecting with the family. You could talk about legacies, meaning, I'm doing this for my kids. Here's this family that did it for their kids. Find somebody locally, nationally, or internationally in the industry that you're working with that's had a business in their family for, I would say, something above 50 to 75 years. Look for some really cool story, because I promise every single industry has something out there, right? If you're, I'm working with plastic surgeons. Well, I'd almost guarantee you could look up here. So see if I would be proven right or wrong here. Let's say family with multiple generations of doctors. A love of medicine runs through 3 generations. There we go. From 2014, right? 3 generations of doctors. There we go. Generations, family pride. Like you can find examples of this. Here we go. This has got to be somebody. Craig family uses MRH. What is that? For generations. Like, it's, again, guys, do a little research. Information is there. It's always there. You just got to look for it. I talk about it all the time, but research is one of those skills. It's not sexy, but dang if it won't make a difference. You want to be interesting. Google's got all the information you want. Go figure it out, right? Okay. So, son and daughter day. 12 is International Youth Day, so it leads right in. So here's something you can do if you want to plan out ahead of time. Find something local and go out and volunteer with youth. Some of you guys are in a church group. Do something there. Sponsor a child. Find some kid in Bahrain or Bali or Indonesia or something. Sponsor a kid for $25 a month would change some of their lives. It's absolutely bonkers, but do that. Come up with a challenge for the people. Hey guys, I just did this. You should do it too. Create a movement. And then document it. Ask them, hey, if you go and do this, could you comment here? I just want to track this. I'd like to do some good. Find examples of youth around the world that are doing well. You need to look harder now today than we should, but there are examples of youth that are doing inspirational and amazing things. So go find some. All you have to do is look at the Olympics right now. The gold medal diver from China that just won that broke an Olympic record for overall score, a slew of perfect 10s, is 14 years old. The street skateboard is a new Olympic sport. Whether you agree with it or not is beside the point. The fact is some of those people are incredible athletes, but a chunk of the men and women winners in that event this year are teenagers, 12 to 15 years old. It's absolutely remarkable. Right? Go check that stuff out. You imagine pressure at any age, and then look at the pressure of a 13-year-old competing in the Olympics in Japan, away from home. I don't know how they worked out what they did with their families. That'd be an interesting story to show, right? Find examples of businesses in your category that have helped youth. Maybe you look for something locally, internet, and then you feature them on your page. Hey, I'm going to feature Tommy's Plumbing. I'm going to feature Jamie's hair salon, because she gives haircuts to underprivileged youth every single month, the second Saturday of every month. Find something like that. There's examples out there. Feature some of the businesses that have done good. You feature a business on your page, it will always create a positive flow for you. Do it in a group. Do a little research. You're in a group of a few thousand people, a few thousand businesses, 2,000, 1,000, 20. Pick a couple of those, do a little research on them, and figure out somebody that's doing something cool. And then say, hey, I know this isn't exactly how things are posted here, but this is a company I just want to give a shout out. They do great work. I found out they do this with youth in their area. More of us should go after and try and do the same thing. They inspired me to donate to a local youth shelter myself, some of my time, blah, blah, blah. Right? August 13th. This is a Friday. This is rolling into the weekend. So you can just talk about ending the week, trying to get ready for the weekend, prepping yourself. There's different ways to go after it. So here's a couple of things. It's National Left-Handers Day. It's National Prosecco Day. It's National Filet Mignon Day. I don't know. List the top 5 if you're cool with that. List the top 5 steakhouses and challenge people. What's the best steak you've ever had? Do stories of, prepping for the weekend. Talk about, hey, I know you're a property manager, so people prep for the weekend. You have to get ready for 24-hour service to be handling emergency stuff all weekend long. What's your craziest weekend warrior story? Share some of those, right? Or some of those businesses that are prepping for the weekend that are getting away. What's your best weekend getaway to unwind from a stressful week at the office? And get that. So again, a question on your page. Those are questions in groups. All of this is content. You can ask this in video, ask for a survey, right? All of this stuff. Okay. August 14th, again, more rolling into the weekend. So August 14th is National VJ Day here in the US, which is victory over Japan. And it's World Lizard Day. So I was trying to come up with topics. Celebrating World War II vets is always a good thing. That's always positive. And the other one, I don't know, lizards. Look, Google lizards doing whatever job you've got. The odds are somebody's taken a picture of it and photoshopped it and put it on Google. Just be careful as you look around on Google when you're looking for random stuff. August 13th, Blame Someone Else Day. Let's skip that one. Canada makes history after beating U.S. in women's soccer. Yeah, absolutely. Canadian man. Are we just, I know I mentioned the Olympics. Are we just Canadians are uber proud today? Is that what's going on? He set the decathlon. He set the Olympic record. He crushed it. The dude, you see him in the sprints and he just destroyed everybody. It wasn't even close. So anyway, does some of this get the creative juices flowing a little bit? Okay. I'm going to give you these. Let me show you 2 other things I'm going to put into the, so this is coming into the Google Drive box. Here's 2 other things I'm going to give you. If you want to use these, you can. If you don't, that's okay. This is an Excel spreadsheet that you can use, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like you can try to use this to plan out. Here's another one that's a little simpler, just week 1, 5 posts, even if that's all you want to do. You can find other articles, other pictures. Like there's different things, different ways that you can use this. They're just templates. And I know some of you are newer and you are overwhelmed right now going, what the hell did I get myself into? Guys, you don't have to do all of this, at least not right away. Work into it. All of it, work into it. We're just trying to give you extra tools and training that you can utilize as you grow. Start with the basics. If you're not used to posting on Facebook at all, start with the Skype group because we're all on the same team. We're all here cheering each other on. So post and ask an engaging question. And I challenge you guys to find those questions and respond with something engaging. Creates a little bit of that, right? And we don't have to do it in a way that just blows everything up, but do it once or twice and go, hey, I can do this in a group, and go into a group and find something there.
Andrew, those 2 Excel files that you just showed, is that part of your attachment?
It will be. I'm going to put it in there. And then what you guys will want to do is just create same thing, create a copy into your own. You just go to file when you're in here. You just come to file and you're going to do make a copy. Can everybody see this? File, make a copy. It's going to ask you where you want it. And you're going to just put it in your drive, unless you've created a different folder already for this stuff. Cool. Does that make sense, everybody? And you can do that with any one of these. File, make a copy, entire presentation or selected slides. You just make a copy into your own drive. And that's how you keep it, and you can make some edits if you like. Okay? I'm going to keep some additional copies. because at some point during this month, I know somebody's going to make some edits to the stuff I'm giving you. So I'll have the originals to be able to put them back if we need it. All right. Okay, everybody, that's what you got. This starts on the 8th. So technically it would be Sunday. Prep for it. But I would post something today and tomorrow. You can still do a rolling into the weekend for the weekend. Getting ready, the business is getting ready, post in some groups, ask them what they're doing, just start to get active. So on that note, everybody go out, have an amazing day, and I will see you on Monday. Take care, everybody.
Everyone.
Sometimes people have what it takes, but they haven't recognized it yet. Just go forward. So what do you need to do? How do you stand out? So what you need to do is be that person that's different and is bigger than you think. Rise from the ashes and fly like the phoenixes that you are.